So this is the first one trimmed into place. Right, this is the block that will mount to the boat. We're just going to soften the edges up on this with our friend the router again. Right, so as I said, this block will mount to the wall of the boat. Centre line. These two blocks are going to be mounted to the table either side, and then we're going to have some latches that just latch into this. So and I'm going to need to soften the edges up of these blocks just to make them a little less fierce on your skin, as it were. And we need to get the tolerance. It needs to be snug. I don't want it too tight, but I don't want it too loose either. So that will be these will be screwed into here. Latches mounted on the end, I haven't got them yet, they're on order. And this will need drilling and mounting to the wall of the boat, and then in the middle at the far end is where the leg will fit to the base. So pretty pleased with how it's all coming together up to now. Right, construction complete. We're in to finish. Carol's just put the first coat of Danish oil on the bottom, just to see what the colour looks like. So we reckon we've got how many coats, Carol?
3 initially.
3 coats.
3 to 4. Might put 4 on the top.
Yeah, 3 to 4 coats just to seal it up and stop it warping and all the rest of it. But I mean, that's already brought some of the colour out, and the back's not the best bit of wood, to be fair. It's much prettier on the front, but we're happy with it so far. So I'll try and get some video of us actually putting a coat on next time. I forgot. Is this where we find if I put my fingerprints on it?
Yeah.
I'm leaving camera on if I've left my fingerprints on, so you can defend me out there in YouTube land. Definitely some marks, look. See these marks?
Yeah. Don't rub your fingers on it. What have
you
you just said?
I've washed my hands.
I know, but...
How long will it take before I spill something on it in boat and get a telling off?
Well, provided it's wiped straight off, it can be fine. It is water resistant.
I'm firing it all out onto ending when you do that. We're going to pick up sideways together. The end has got to practically touch the what's it, so I want to stand the blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll stand the blocks either side of that.
Do you want anything on there?
There's a cloth there, or the cloth from in there, which a bit from middle. Ready?
Oh yeah.
So get it flat, and then we can take little steps in. Right, you come to this end. Joiner. You see, every time you see you on that, remind them they've got old screw heads to match up, so they're pointing in the same line. In.
Good.
So that's the mounting block fitted, which is what the table's going to sit on at that end, and obviously it'll sit on the leg at this end, but we've got to measure for that shortly. So I guess now we need to try it in place. Nope, I need to come down there, about there. Trying not to damage cushion. I'll lower this end down. You can stand on leg. Just pivot, right, you can shuffle across there. And you need to lift. Don't get your fingers stuck. They'll go either side. Yeah, but don't get your fingers anywhere near them.
No.
Against wall. I'm stuck. Just let me take. Right, relax. It's massive.
It's nice.
Yep. Just try for them little screws, you know. There were some big screws and some little screws. Little screws held it to the table and other one. I think they're going in. We're in a rush.
No.
If I'm honest. I might fit it with little ones for now.
Is that a little one?
Yeah. Because they're perfect. Okay. Right, just let it pivot down. Don't come round that way. Right, just a second. Just going to let it stand on leg. Just while I get myself into position. There we go. Okay, I've got it.
actual leg in that base, we could do with probably putting something in top that. But that's good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
By the time it's latched in place,
Yeah, it'd be fine.
it's got latches to go. It's not far enough in. Is it? Got to be latched. Once it's latched,
Yeah.
it's solid.
Yeah, that's great. Woohoo! Final finish on it, and then we're done.
Put my chaise back. Put some crayon on here, and I can use it for cutting, sewing, and what have you.
Well, Jack comes.
You can get some tools on here and do some sewing.
Yeah.
Right, I've fitted the base plates for these two bolts. You can see here. We're just going to offer it back up to the post, and then I can use a drill to mark for the positions to drill the holes in the post, and hopefully then that should secure the table in place. Good morning, everybody. Well, back to the boat. Would you believe we've dreamt up another plan? The table is looking superb. A couple of last bits to do on that, just to catch us to fit. We'll do them shortly. However, there is still the flooring underneath to do, and that has now led into a plan by this lady here to get me to do the flooring across the whole of it. So we're now going to start stripping out the flooring. I'm going to have a little go at this piece under here first, just to give it a test drive. We've already parted with the money for bucketfuls of flooring, as you can see. It does look alright colour wise, doesn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, I think it.
We had to take a bit of a guess on the colour, and it didn't look too bad actually. So yes, job A has swollen into job B now. I'll bring you along for the fun. Well, while I've been faffing about with these, for this bit of wall, Ermintrude here has been ripping the old flooring up. What have you got to say for yourself?
I think it'll be very nice when it's finished.
There was I thinking I was just going to do a dinette, and look what's happened. Still, I've managed to cut 2 or 3 pieces of wood the wrong size, so I'm on form. Well, this is my first pass. General thoughts at the moment is it cuts quite well. It's nice to cut. Might have been easier for me if there hadn't been the most difficult triangles on the first bit, on the first pass, but the game plan is to get these cut, or get this last piece cut, get these stuck on the wall, because then these trapdoors are slightly too long now. I'm going to need to trim them, and I need them in place so I know how far to trim this back. At the moment they're wedged on by me sitting on this thing. If I actually shift, I think they'll fall down, but they're looking pretty good, so I'm quite happy up to now. Just want to try and protect this wood. We can do it in 2 bits really. Just come to me a bit. Just have one piece. Just one double page spread. Sorry about that. Always think it would have to be instantaneous. I don't even know how big spray thing is going to be. Right. The game plan today is to try and stick these flooring pieces down to the trapdoors for under the Pullman. We cut the first pieces yesterday, but we're struggling to cut some of the smaller pieces, so I decided to bring them home to where we can get them on either a table saw or a better jig. It's a bit tricky on the boat itself, but these we managed to cut, so this panel, but the others I need to do some additional cuts on the other panels. So we're going to have a go, see whether we can get these stuck in place, and then let them go off, and then I can mill out the holes for the pull-ups and what have you. So I'm just going to get my brain around exactly which panel goes where. I believe and then it's this panel, I believe. Sure, in actual fact, my little devil. And then we're going to need to route out the half moon and obviously the points for the hooers. So we're using a contact adhesive, which 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So spray it on 2 to 5 minutes to let it start to go off. The only stressful bit being that once we touch it, it ain't moving anywhere, so it's pretty critical that we get it in the right place. So here goes nothing. I'll go and line it up, because I can line it up from a long distance. You can't like see the things. Yeehaw! That should be it. Push it into that crack. Got it for ripping the stuff.
Let go.
I think so. Hello again. So these are the trapdoors for the top of for the underneath the table on the Pullman, and today's operation is to just trim the edges of the laminate's now been stuck down, so it's nice and permanent. Just want to tidy the edges up, and then cut out where the leg comes through, and then we've got the catches to fit. So first pass is just to zip round with the router and trim any bits that are sticking out. Don't think there are many. We'll do them anyway. I'm just going to take the flick off with the saw. So this is the first one trimmed into place. Well, that's interesting. The display on my camera's upside down. Don't know why that would be, but hopefully you're the right way around. Anyway, so we've got our pole now. Oh. And got the half moon cut out for the leg. I might just put the finest of little rebates around that in a minute or two, just to finish it off. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. So there we go. That's the final 2 doors. Hopefully they fit when we get them back on the boat. There's just the one thin piece of laminate to glue down that we didn't do while we were there because we had to cut it. And once that's done, we should be done within the Pullman area, and it's onto the main floor. And obviously we need still to finish off the back of the new Pullman seat.